Numerology number 4, the number of law and order, hard work, discipline, and organization. So, if y'all pay attention, you see how 4, right? How it's designed, it's really structured. It's structured on the outside and it's structured on the bottom, which means that everything has to come in from the top, which means that everything that they've learned through repetition is what they implement in life. They're very repetitious type people. This is where the organization and discipline and hard work comes from. 4 is also known, like I said, for the law and order. So you see a lot of law enforcement officers, maybe judges, anything dealing with kind of enforcing the law. You normally will see somebody with a 4, either a strong 4 energy. They're born on a 4 day, so that's going to be the 4th, 13th, 22nd does not count, on 31st, or their birthday equals a 4. And yeah, you'll find a lot of them in law enforcement. A lot of them. I mean, like, even actually, technically, if you look at it right now, Donald Trump, his birthday, if I'm not mistaken, is a 4-5. And look at where he's at. Literally enforcing law and order. So, one thing 4's got to pay attention to is that when they get into the repetition, they find out what works. They sit on that. That's where they stay. So they don't really leave too much room for new and brand new ideas. It's something that's really hard for them. It's very rigid. So if they're in a managerial position, or if they're in a position where they have to lead, you will see them actually get mad at somebody trying to do something different. Somebody with a lot of 4 energy having to accept there's multiple ways to a destination is actually a very hard thing for them. And they're actually one of the most common numbers actually not to believe in numerology. It doesn't mean that they're not going to, but it's something that's outside the norm for them. And eventually, when we talk in later videos, I'll explain to you the difference between even and odd numbers. There is one there. There's masculine, there's feminine numbers, and this is not me giving like the frou-frou version of everything. But the more you understand these things about the numbers, the more everything makes sense. And like I said, I'm not going to be teaching you just the normal way where it's like, oh, you take these numbers, there it is. No, I want to teach you the flow. I want to teach you the life force that's behind these numbers. So when y'all do end up looking at your own numbers, or you look at somebody else's numbers, you see the full story behind everything that takes place. But yeah, in a nutshell, that's the 4. If you notice, if you have a lot of 4 energy, or you know somebody that does, and they're not really organized, they're not really disciplined and things of that nature, you'll actually notice around their life is pretty daggone hectic. But the moment they start embodying that energy, watch it change for them. Also, if you are the number 4, stay away from the law. And what I mean by stay away from the law is don't commit any criminal acts. You will get hit up faster than anybody else. There might be times where you can get away with it for a long time, but it will come back to you. When it comes back to you, it's going to suck. So, just as a comparison, everybody knows about Diddy. Diddy's a 4. Jay-Z and Beyonce is coming after them soon too. Therefore, their house is literally, the mansion that they got is literally the number 4. That also goes to show you that people use this. They did it on purpose. There's a lot of people with that number. If you're doing bad things and you're going against the law, you will get caught. It is what it is. And next time you're on a 4-day, look outside, see how many officers and cop cars drive by, because they're always out around in those days. But other than that, that's the 4 in a nutshell. Peter Budge, time.